Hello everybody, welcome to our new show which is entitled One on One, and I'm standing in the midst of the piece which was the origin of the show, and this piece is by Axel Lieber, and I was really looking for a possibility to combine it with other works, and as the title says, it's a combination of pairs. So we have like 4 different pairs of works in the show. The pairs consist of one piece by one artist and another piece or several pieces by another artist in one space. So we are starting with this type of sculpture by Axel Lieber, which is entitled Private Architecture. And what you see are hoodies which are deconstructed, which is a major part in the work of Axel Lieber. So he leaves the hood, he takes off all the fabric and only leaves the combining parts, and has constructed from all the fabric the shoes which you see here. And this is kind of a very special view at a group of young people, maybe loving some rap music and chatting with each other, and you can see how they interact with each other much better. And of course, as told, there is a pair, so the hoodies you see are combined with these 2 photos. They are by the German artist couple Geissler Sann, and working very conceptually. This is an early piece with these horses which got photographed in the night. So the black background you see here is not a studio background. They were taken at nighttime outside, and it's the darkness of the night you see. And these horses are covered with another kind of fabric which protects them for getting harmed, because these are very, very expensive racing horses. And I like very much this other use of fabric in these photos of the horses combined with the hoodies you have seen before. As you can see, I'm reflected in this painting, and this is very much the concept of this work group by the German-Swiss artist Markus Weggenmann. This is a conceptual piece which is very important. It's from 1999, and it is the connection between the former work group and the one which came after. The former work group were hand-painted paintings on canvas, only horizontal stripes, but not that perfect as you see it here. You saw the handwriting in painting, but these ones were very, very matte. And Markus was looking for another surface, for another impact, and developed the method in these paintings with high gloss on aluminum. So these are not painted by him, but by a workshop who does it according to his wishes. And still the subject are the horizontal stripes from the former work group. But after these ones, these were free abstract forms he uses, but with this technique. So it's a real connection between 2 very important work groups within his total body of work. Actually, this body of work with the high gloss paintings ended 8 years ago, and he turned back to the previous canvases. So this is a very nice example how a development within an artistic career takes place and builds up on one on each other from before. And as we have the horizontal stripes here, I wanted to confront these with vertical ones, which is really only an aesthetical confrontation with this piece by Markus Linnenbrink. It's from a smaller body of work of his, which we call the photo drips. As you can see in the image, you are not only looking at very powerful colored vertical stripes, but there's also something behind it. And what you see behind is a photo, an enlarged photo, which Markus took himself from an existing photo which was installed on a wall in a very nice diner in Miami Beach. And this is a picture of Olivia Newton-John and another man whose name we don't know accompanying her. So that is what we call the celebrity photo drips. This is the artist we are representing the longest. Maybe you recognize him. It's Beat Zoderer from Switzerland. And this is one of my most favorite pieces. It's about geometry, but with a certain twist. This piece is perfectly lacquered. Actually, it's constructed from very lightweight construction wood, because you have very difficult connections between the different parts within this piece. And then it has this very bright and at the same time deep blue surface. But when you look from the side, you see that there is a bright yellow back of the piece throwing yellow light onto the wall. So this is for me very, very fascinating and makes a big part of what this piece is about. Opposite the piece by Beat Zoderer, there is another one by our Amsterdam-based artist Jan van der Ploeg. His work is all about the beauty of geometry, often executed in large-scale wall works, and this is a classical canvas by him. And I like a lot the combination of the rounded quarter circles on both edges of this individual form and how they combine with each other and make up a very, very interesting design, which is the kind of the same language Beat has in his piece opposite on the other wall. Also, these two artists know each other for many, many years and like each other's works a lot. So it was very nice to have the opportunity to have a room with their two works together. Our show continues with the US artist Silva Lionni, a conceptual artist. And again, you see that I'm kind of mirrored, whereas not that sharp as in the Weggenmann high gloss painting before, but still in this black image, which would remind you of something forgotten, some dirt. You cannot really detect what you're looking at. Sylvan was driving in a car behind a van, and you all know these plastic covers of vans on the load area, which have marks from hands on them. And he was fascinated by the idea to transfer this into an artwork. So what he did is he constructed a scenery within the studio of dirt. So when you look closely, it looks all like dust on a black floor. Took a photo of this, and this photo then got enlarged and printed on this steel plate. So this is actually what we are looking at, as a complete mock-up of a scenery he invented, and which leaves you kind of questioning what you are looking at. Opposite to the painting which you have just seen by Sylvan Lionni, I wanted to present another black piece. What you're looking at is hand-painted or hand-drawn piece by Timo Nassery, who is a new entry in the stable of our artists, who will have his first solo show in September this year. To me, it's all about the beauty of mass visualized. So Timo has an Iranian father and a German mother, and as you imagine an Islamic church with wonderful details, these are all based on mathematic constructions. And these constructions are visualized here, starting in the center and then developing from there to any direction. The main content is that you have like 5 different types of triangles and their mathematical construction. And with these triangles, the entire image is constructed. And the mathematical forms you need for the constructions are even written in between. And also, everything is mirrored in 2 different directions, so from here to here, as well as from there to there, as well as from here to there. So if you go into the details very closely and with a lot of time, you find out how very, very perfect this whole thing is, an image of mathematic beauty.